Hi everybody, this is the Armory demonstration for the Thracian blade. He can equip two-handed swords, two-handed axes, pole arms, daggers, and one-handed swords. And this is the base configuration that he begins with, so this is the configuration that he will be in the box. So this is the two-handed sword. This is one of my favorite poses, and probably my most favorite hero in the game. This is kind of like the your stereotypical blade master, the guy who can dice people and highly mobile on the battlefield, and his abilities are really fun in the game with his different stances and whatnot. That gives him different defensive abilities or offensive abilities depending on the stance you choose at any given time. So again, this is the base configuration with the two-handed sword. So his pose is probably the one that does not vary the most across all the different weapons. So we'll start with the two-handers. So he has a base piece like this. So he's similar to, I think, the both the Warden and the Penitent. We did the same thing where for his two-handed weapons we kind of have this base part, and then we can add on the extra pieces just by pushing them on top. So there is the polearm. Back him up. He gets pretty tall there with that weapon. And we kept that lion motif throughout his armor design and the weapon design. As you can, I can't really focus it too well, to keep it consistent so that he had kind of like a theme throughout his. This is on there pretty tight. There we go. That was the pole arm. And here's the two-headed axe. Do this. Yeah. It's a tight connection. Can't just do it with one hand. So there's the two-handed axe. Just rotate that a little bit. And they're all stable. They're just, some of these fittings can be pretty tight, so you can't just push them in and out with one hand. So those are the two-handed options. So now the one-handed options, just pop this off, push this back in, make sure that connection's tight. There we go. So now, actually pull this out for the two-handed connection. So here are the daggers. Got this arm, whoops, this arm for a dagger configuration. And then the final one is the one-handed swords, which is, aside from the two-handed sword combination, the one-handed sword is probably my favorite. And that is the Thracian blade. Maybe like that. And to give you an idea of his size compared to others, here he is next to the Ursus, and here he is next to the priest. So that the scale's all there. He's just scrunched down a little bit. So hope you enjoyed the vid. There'll be more to come.